Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I had something small and pointy in my eye. And my kindergarten teacher clearly said to us we are not allowed to put anything sharp in our eyes. So imagine how disappointed she would have been with me today if I would have went live with something pointy in my eye. But it's better now. Mrs. Iran, it was an accident. I don't even know what it was. Okay. Live chat. Colorado, we have seen Judge McDonald before. This is not a new judge, but we don't see him often. I don't know how to describe it. Like, he points out the obvious to people. I don't know. You'll see. Let's just watch him. If I know where the play button is. There we go.
Mr. Arzola, I'll see you at that date and time. If you bond out, you need to go apply for the public defender in person.
Señor Arzola, nos veremos en esa fecha a esa hora. Si usted sale bajo fianza antes de entonces, usted tiene que ir a solicitar el servicio de la Defensoría Pública en persona.
Anything else on this case?
¿Algo más en este caso?
No, Judge.
No, juez.
Right.
Okay.
Do we have Benjamin Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
And Your Honor, I am so sorry to be pushy. My battery is going at 5%. I don't know what happened, and I'm double set here in Adams County. We're just resetting on Mr. Snyder. Again,
Right.
I'm so sorry. I don't usually do that.
Well, I will call you, but I will just tell you that
Okay.
the jail takes priority. I've got
Yes.
people that got to
and-
be in.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. She knows that. She is fully aware of that. Did you not just hear what she said? Like, her phone is about to die. It's something out of the normal. That's why she said that. See, it's just, he points out, like, I don't know, he has a way of pointing out the obvious in a way that kind of drives me nuts. I don't know why I got him.
Other courtrooms and in custody folks and deputies, and so in the future, that is how that will work. 25 CR 1697, Chase Snyder. Mr.
Thank you so
Snyder,
much.
where's
I
Mr.
apologize and thank you so much. Mr. Snyder is there in the courtroom, Your Honor.
Mr. Snyder, come up to the podium. 25 CR 1697. Mr. Snyder, can you state your name for me?
Chase Snyder.
All right, Mr. Snyder appears. This is a first appearance. In this case, are you waiving any further advisement for your client?
Yes, thank you.
All right, I do need the gun affidavit, but it looks like it may have been filed.
It was, Your Honor. I filed it for Mr. Snyder yesterday as well as my request to appear today via WebEx.
Right, and that is a indication that he does not possess firearms.
That is correct.
All right. Is your request just to set the matter for possible disposition?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Right, I do not believe he's entitled to a preliminary hearing out of custody.
That's correct.
All right. All right, let's look at January 15th at 11.
Excuse me. And
You know what? I'm sorry, 11:30. January 15th at 11:30.
I would just ask if that works for Mr. Snyder. That does work for defense counsel.
Mr. Snyder, does that work for you?
Is there anything earlier
Like in the day or in the calendar?
in the calendar?
No.
No, that's fine then.
I mean, 2 days earlier on the 13th, but
It's fine on the 15th.
all right, January 15th at 11:30 for possible disposition.
Perfect.
I'll see you at that
Thank-
date and time. That's when your bond is returnable, okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right,
Have a
thank you,
good
Ms.
day.
Casey.
Thank you.
Oh, wait,
Yep.
Mr. Snyder, you need to report to pretrial services today. All right, we got a note from pretrial that you need to contact them and make sure you're in compliance with your bond, okay? Contact pretrial services today. When you bonded out, you were getting information that you were on bond and you had to comply with pretrial services. You need to contact them today. Okay. All right. Benjamin Wright. (25 CR 1726). Mr. Wright, can you state your name for me?
Benjamin Wright.
All right, Mr. Wright, it looks like you were advised down in courtroom 1A. You have a co-PR bond. Looks like the district attorney did file charges. You have one count of first-degree criminal trespass, a class 6 felony. You do have the right to have an attorney represent you. You do qualify for the public defender because you are in custody. Would you like the court to appoint the public defender today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will appoint the public defender, again, finding Mr. Wright does qualify. Counsel, you want to chat with him about his right to a preliminary hearing within 35 days?
Mr. Wright, my name's Haley Barton. I'm going to be your attorney here. I'm sure you're thinking about your bond and things like that, but I need to explain to you your right to have a preliminary hearing.
Okay.
You have the right to have that preliminary hearing within 35 days of today. That is a hearing where the prosecution has to convince the judge that there's probable cause for your felony charge here. You have the right to ask for that hearing at another time as long as you're still in custody. My advice is only to waive that 35-day part just because I know nothing about your case right now. 35 days doesn't give me a lot of time to prepare for that hearing. I won't even get discovery for at least a week. So I'd like to talk with you first and review that discovery. Is it okay with you if we just waive that 35-day part and ask for that hearing later if we want it?
Yeah, if that's what you advise.
Yeah.
All right, the court will note the waiver of the 35-day rule, preservation of the right to have the hearing if requested. So again, if you ever want that hearing, just let me know. We'll get it set. Do you think you're going to post your bond?
It's just a cosign, right?
Right.
I was trying to get as much straight time done as possible before my sentencing, but
All right.
um,
Well, in that case, just understand that if you do bond out, you need to make sure you go apply for the public defender in person,
Listen.
okay?
Listen.
okay. And
All
then
right.
if I do bond out, are my time served waived? Or
Let's figure that one out, guys. He wants to know if he do bond out, if his time served waived. What does that mean? If I do bond out, okay, I think what he's asking is if he bonds out, does he lose all that time? Because he's trying to stock up time right now because he knows he's going to jail for a bit. If he do bond out, though, is his time served waived? I'm just gonna press play and let the judge sort it out.
do they still count?
I'm not sure what you're asking. If you're in custody, you're entitled. So if you are sentenced, you are entitled to credit for time served for any days you spend in the jail. There are
Okay.
exceptions to that, depending on what other cases you have going on and whether you've received credit in other cases. But as a general rule,
I know why I got this guy now. I remember. I wanted Blanco, but I was going to work and her court wasn't on yet. He's in Laramie County with her, so I just put his on.
if you are in custody, you are entitled to credit for the time that you've been in.
Okay.
But I mean, if the sentence is to probation and no jail, then there would be no jail imposed and no credit. So you understand that?
Yeah.
Just
That
saying,
makes
it's
sense.
so
Okay.
it's nuanced. That's a really good question to ask your attorney. But as a
Yeah,
general
will do.
rule, you're entitled to the jail time you've been in. You're
Okay.
entitled to the credit for which you've been in jail.
Okay. Thank you, Your
Um,
Honor.
Let's set for January 13th at 9:30, and I'll set that for possible disposition.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Miss Barton, will you be in contact with me while I'm in custody?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right,
Which day in January? January
13th at
13th.
9:30.
13th.
That means she will be in
Okay,
contact
thank-
with you January 13th at 8:30, sir.
Your
I'll
Honor.
I'll be in touch as soon as I can.
Okay. Thank you.
January.
All right, Stephen Cortez, 25 CR 5278. Can you state your name for me?
Stephen Cortez.
All right, Mr. Cortez. Your bond was set down in courtroom 1A. You did post that bond. After you bonded out, the district attorney filed 7 counts. Count 1 and 2 are classified felony vehicular eludings. Count 3 is reckless driving, a traffic offense 2. Count 4 is failure to obey a traffic control device, as is count 5, both traffic infractions A's. Count 6 is displaying fictitious or altered plates, traffic offense 2. Count 7 is taillight violations, traffic infraction B. You do have the right to have an attorney represent you. You can apply for the public defender. You can try to hire private counsel. What would you like to do?
Can I do none?
You can represent yourself. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah, I kind of don't got nothing, so yes, sir.
Well, if you got nothing, then you might qualify for the public defender. The public defender is based on income.
Yeah,
All right, why don't we do this? All right, so you can go over and apply for the public defender. Can you do that today?
yes, sir.
Yeah. Come back on Thursday, November 20th at 8:30. All
Yes, sir.
right, Thursday, November 20th at 8:30. That's when your bond is returnable. Go apply for the public defender, come back on that date, and we'll see if you qualify, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you know where their office is?
Yeah,
All right, well, there's a map in the podium that is a piece of paper that has a map on it if you want to look in there and grab it before you leave.
yes, sir.
Yeah, it's in the podium. You want to look down inside, there you go.
Right. Oh.
Yep. It has their number on it in case you get
Speed.
lost. All right, head
Speed
over
right
there, fill out
there
the
and
application,
apply.
do that today. Come back on Thursday, November 20th at
Josh.
8:30, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
If he can't find the podium, I don't think he's gonna find the public defender's office.
Nicholas Elliott. Nicholas Elliott. This was an FOJ. Do the people know if he went and took care of that in Wyoming?
I have not received any information from Wyoming, Your Honor.
Probably because you didn't reach out to Wyoming, because it's Missouri. But
Attorney Barton, y'all
Stop.
had entered on it. Do y'all have any?
Yeah, I don't know if the prosecution means that they've proactively reached out, because I don't know if Wyoming always would just notify us when something happens. I can look at
Probably
my
that's
not.
to
good,
see if
Bobby.
this person's in custody. I'm not seeing anything on VineLink, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything because he could have bonded out. But yeah, I don't have.
What I'm gonna,
Is it Wyoming or is it Missouri?
the note I wrote down was Wyoming, but I could be wrong. Oh, it's Missouri.
Okay. Yeah, I would just ask for the prosecution to reach out to them.
What I'll do is stay a warrant. Find a failure to appear, stay a warrant until Thursday the 20th at 9. Thursday the 20th at 9. We'll see if Mr. Elliott has turned himself in on that warrant. That brings us to Roman Guzman, 22 CR 1298. Mr. Guzman appears on bond. You were going to look at private counsel because you did not qualify for the public defender. What's the status of that?
I did look into private counsel and I decided that I was going to represent myself.
All right. Did you exchange information with the district attorney?
I believe I did.
All right. Well, y'all just need to make sure you have the ability to have a conversation. So I don't know how you want to handle that, but
Your Honor.
Yeah.
My understanding is that he had already made an agreement and was okay with what probation wanted. So if I can just have a quick conversation with him in the hall, he's been here 3 weeks in a row, I feel like we could resolve this.
All right, it was modified to allow ComCore. I don't know, there's two issues there. One is he has to agree to that. Two, I don't know if he qualifies for ComCore.
Okay,
So we may have to set it over to do a ComCore eval.
okay.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
Comcor has approved me to go and finish out my sentence there. I believe that it was just a court hearing.
All right, why don't we pass your case? Does that work for the people, just to pass this for a minute and then?
Absolutely, and I can have a conversation with him
Yeah.
since he's representing himself,
All right,
that's fine.
Let's do that.
Okay.
All right, when y'all are ready, just let me know and I'll
Thank you.
recall it. Amos Hopkins Dukes. '25 CR 1714. Sir, can you state your name for me?
Amos Hopkins Dukes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hopkins Dukes, you were advised on in courtroom 1A. You did post your bond. You have 5 charges that have been filed. Count 1's vehicular eluding a class 5 felony. Count 2 is a compulsory insurance violation. That is a traffic offense 1. Reckless driving that's count 3, traffic offense 2. Count 4 is reckless endangerment, a class 2 misdemeanor, and count 5 is no operator's license, a traffic infraction A. You do have the right to have an attorney represent you anytime you have a criminal charge. You can apply for the public defender. You can hire private counsel. What do you want to do?
I'd like to apply for the public defender, Your Honor.
All right. Do you know where their office is?
I do.
All right. Head over there today, fill out the application, come back on Thursday, November 20th at 8:30.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Trevor Kemp Reynolds. 23 CR 1234. Come on up. Can you state your name for me?
Trevor Kemp Reynolds.
All right. Mr. Kemp Reynolds appears. I have information that would indicate that you were compliant with your deferred sentence. Is that what the people have as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Kemp Reynolds, good work. Congratulations. Count 1, the felony, class 6 felony. Your plea on that count is withdrawn, and that count will be dismissed. You do, however, still have that misdemeanor on your record, so the case is not yet sealable. So after the time frame runs on that, you can petition to seal the case with the court, but you can't do that today. But congratulations, you did everything you were supposed to do. The felony is off your record.
And Your Honor, if I could just make a quick record, the victim did reach out to our office and was basically asking that this be sealed immediately instead of set for a sealing hearing. I've asked my advocate to reach out to explain that there is that second count, and so it won't be sealed, and the request could be made after 3 years. But I just wanted to make that record because the victim did ask for that.
I mean, by law, it's not sealable for 3 years, so it would be 3 years from realistically today's date that you would be eligible to seal that. But legally, you cannot seal that today. I can't issue an order. It would be an illegal order.
So that would be the misdemeanor, sir?
That's correct.
Okay.
But once 3 years has passed, and from the date that you are done with your sentence, 3 years, you can petition the court to seal the case.
Okay.
All right. But the felony is gone off your record like it did not happen.
Oh, okay. That's good.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Thank you. Any questions?
I can't think of any right now.
All right. Thank you very much. You do not have to come to court.
Thank you.
All right. Thomas Kent, 25 CR 5284. Mr. Kent, can you state your name for me?
Thomas Kent.
All right, Thomas Kent. Mr. Kent, you did post your bond as well. You have 4 charges the district attorney did file. Count 1 is criminal attempt to commit assault in the 2nd degree, a class 5 felony. Count 2 is child abuse, a class 1 misdemeanor. Count 3 is assault in the 3rd degree, a class 1 misdemeanor. And count 4 is resisting arrest, a class 2 misdemeanor. You have the right to have an attorney represent you when you have criminal charges. You can apply for the public defender. You can hire private counsel. What do you want to do?
I would like to get private counsel.
All right, here's what we'll do. For that, I'm gonna have you go, try to hire private counsel, come back on December 2nd at 8:30. All
Yeah.
right, so I'm gonna give you a couple weeks to do that. All right, December 2nd at 8:30, and hopefully you'll have an attorney by that time.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right. Joshua Morales,
I knew Josh was in trouble. I knew it.
24 CR 1662. Mr. Morales, you're here on a complaint to revoke probation.
Josh, you
on
look
a
shorter.
summons. Have you seen the documentation for
Oh,
that
you have a
revocation?
shirt on.
I have.
All right. Do you want to apply for the public defender, hire
already
private
qualify.
counsel? I'm sorry?
I already qualify.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, Attorney Barton, you have a qualifying application.
I think we need a new one.
It might come up.
Let me double check. My notes are that the last one we have is kind of old.
Check.
I mean, my admin is telling me we need a new one.
All right. I need you to head over and fill out an application for the public defender and have you come back 1 week from today on Thursday, November 20th at 8:30, okay? All right, Thursday, November 20th at 8:30.
Here that day too, since. Oh, let me see. Is it a court date? Yeah, 8:30.
So I can.
Yeah, you'll be right. I'll see you on Thursday.
Kyle Schaefer. Is Kyle Schaefer here? 22 CR 745. The information I have is that they were compliant with the deferred sentence. Is that correct?
Oh, that's correct, Your Honor. I do believe it was a successful completion of the deferred sentence, and it was just on the one count that he pled.
All right, the court will withdraw the plea, dismiss the count. The court has set the matter for a hearing on sealing for December 11th at 1:15, based on the fact that it is a VRA case.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was going to request that.
All right, so December 11th at 1:15.
Thank you.
And Martin Williams, 22 CR 1206. Mr. Williams appears on summons.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Williams. This is a complaint to revoke probation. Have you seen that document?
I have.
Do you want me to go through it with you, or do you believe you understand the allegations?
I understand the allegations.
You have the right to have an attorney represent you. You can apply for the public defender, hire private counsel. What would you like to do?
I've already put in an application and qualified with the public defender.
All right, Attorney Barton, do y'all have a qualifying application?
For Schaefer.
Williams.
Williams, Martin Williams.
It looks like we still need some information.
That's not uncommon, Mr. Williams. They may need additional information about income.
Okay.
So contact them today, figure out what it is that they need. Come
Okay.
back on Thursday, November 20th at 8:30. Thursday, November 20th at 8:30, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll see you then.
You know what other information you got for me?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ready with Roman Guzman?
Yes.
All right.
Victoria. Victoria's brother? Maybe Victoria's alter ego?
Again, this is 22 CR 1298, Roman Guzman.
That looks like Victoria.
What
Say
is
page
the
13.
situation?
So Mr. Guzman is currently on a deferred probation, is asking that he be placed in community corrections in lieu of a revocation. Attached to their motion to the court is an evaluation from ComCore dated September 10th of 2025, indicating that Roman Guzman is appropriate and has been accepted for placement. I've spoken to Mr. Guzman. He does not appear to have any questions about that. He seems to be in agreement that ComCore is appropriate in this case. I've provided him with the telephone number and the email address of the individual who he's supposed to contact to set up an entry date. So at this point, I believe Mr. Guzman wants to go forward with this modification of his probation sentence.
All right, so Mr. Guzman, a couple things. One, you're not admitting that you violated your probation. It's not a revocation, it's a modification. Are you in agreement to modify your sentence to serve the rest of your sentence in community corrections?
Yes, I am.
All right, now, you have the right anytime, if they were to file a revocation, you could have a right to have a hearing. In this case, it appears to me that this is in lieu of a revocation, meaning that if you don't agree to this, chances are there would be a revocation filed and then you'd be entitled to a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
And you don't want to move forward that way. You'd rather take this agreement.
In lieu of revocation, I would like to go through Court to finish out my deferred sentence.
All right. Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would affect your ability to understand what you're doing today?
No, I am not.
Do you need any more time to consider this agreement?
No, I do not.
All right. Has anybody made any promises to you that I'm unaware of to get you to agree to this today?
No.
Has anyone threatened you or forced you to enter into this agreement?
No.
All right. Then do you agree to modify your sentence to serve the rest of it in community corrections in lieu of a revocation to keep your deferred sentence?
Yes.
All right. So, how long does he have left on his sentence?
February of 27 is the deferred review date at this point.
So what I'm going to do is order that you serve the remainder of your sentence in community corrections. Now, it will be up to community corrections whether you're in, residential or non-residential. They run their program, but I'm going to order that you serve until, what was the date again?
February 23rd of 2027.
Until February 23rd of 2027.
Was it the 23rd or 27th?
My file indicates the 23rd of 27.
Understood. Thank you.
So it will be a sentence of 467 days, or stated differently, 1 year, 3 months, and 10 days to get you to that date. All right?
Understood.
All right. So you have the number to contact them.
Yes, I do.
Contact them today and they'll get you your start date.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else from the people?
No, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. You too.
Judge, we can call the Williams case again.
Robin?
Martin Williams,
Yeah.
22 CR 1206. Do y'all have a qualifying application?
Yeah, it looks like he finished it up at the end of the day yesterday, so we're good to go.
All right. Mr. Williams, the court will appoint the public defender. Don't worry about coming back to court on November 20th.
I think we're asking for a court date to be set sometime in January.
Yeah. How about January 15th at 9 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
Does that work for everybody?
That's fine.
January 15th, 9 a.m. The court again appoints the public defender, finding Mr. Williams qualifies.
Thanks,
All
sir.
right. Anything else on his case?
No, Judge.
All right.
Martin.
50264.
When you have an email address?
Yeah, that's MTY.
Shirley Sherrill,
gmail.com.
25 CR 997. Mr. Crenning appears with Ms. Sherrill, who appears on bond.
So the only reason I'm sure he's
Mr. Crenning, what's the status today?
So Judge, the status is that I think I told you I was trying to get information together. I wanted to sit down with the district attorney. October turned out to be a little bit more difficult for me scheduling wise than I thought it was going to be. I do have all the information that I think I can present to the DA, and if I sit down and show them that, I'm very confident that they're going to realize she's not a perpetrator, but she herself is a victim of a financial crime. She lost over $100,000 at the hands of a perpetrator. And I think I've got the documentation that will persuade the district attorney of that. So
Okay.
what I'd like to do is bring it back. maybe I need to kind of bring it back before the end of the year, if possible.
I have a couple spots on December 18th at 10:30.
On December 18th,
18th.
that would be just fine.
Does that work for the people?
Yes, Your Honor.
December 18 at 10:30.
December
I'll see y'all
18th
at that date and time.
at 10:30. And is this, whose case is this? Yeah, Dana still got it? Okay, that's great. All right, 10:18 or 12:18 at 10:30. We'll see you this afternoon.
All
I
right.
think she's guilty.
Do we have Ray Morales? 21 CR 1218. I have Mr. Sedlak on WebEx and I have Mr. Morales here. We've just kind of been trailing all of his other cases. Mr. Sedlak, what's the status today?
Your Honor, Mr. Morales was set for jury trial in the Adams County misdemeanor action. The prosecution moved to continue that based on officer unavailability. He currently is scheduled for kind of a status hearing on December 5th in Adams County. He does have the new law violation that was referenced in the addendum to the probation complaint, and that's reset as well into December. So if we could, my request would be to set this into January and see where things stand. I have been in negotiations with the people to try to resolve this. But Mr. Morales has cases now in a couple of different counties. And so I'm just trying to get those together.
All right. Anything from the people?
No, Your Honor.
I mean, my recollection is these are all basically revocations based on the new law violations. I don't recall many, if any, technical violations.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, I'll just say this. I'm getting a little, this was a revocation filed in January, so we're now going to be a year out, which causes me some consternation, but at the same time, I get it. I mean, it's all new law violations and we're sort of understand. How about January 15th at 11:30?
That works for the defense.
That should be fine with the people.
All right, January 15th at 11:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Morales, see you at the date and time, okay?
Am I able to appear WebEx? Just coming from Springs.
We'll plan to appear in person, Mr. Morales, and depending on what's going on, I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
Yeah, just if you file that motion, remind me that you live in the Springs.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That brings me to Mr. Newman, Alexander Newman. Mr. Haltzman is on WebEx, and I believe Mr. Newman is as well. Can y'all hear me clearly?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Newman, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, great. All right, this is 25 CR 1510. Mr. Newman was found competent in 3A. So, Mr. Haltzman, what's the status?
Your Honor, Mr. Newman did post bond. He is at a mental health facility for inpatient treatment for an indefinite period, at least 30 days at this time, although that's likely to be extended. With his bond being posted, we had requested a modification of bond. I know the court, or Judge Blanca's division, did direct the district attorney's office to obtain VRA prior to this setting. I think it's still worth addressing bond and lowering that pursuant to our motion and request, albeit it is a little bit moot at this point.
And Your Honor, I would just make a note that we did attempt to reach out. We were able to reach all but one victim. One victim, we only have male.
They do cost $100,000. Just place your order through me. I will get you that pizza. Don't listen to Monica. Wait, Monica's right. They don't cost $100K. It's $100K and 50 cents. So yeah, Monica's right. Just place your order through me. It's a discount.
Contact information for, so we were not able to reach out within 1 week for that one victim.
Okay. So you're not VRA compliant as it relates to all the victims?
Yes, and we did make due diligent efforts. We reached all but one.
Your Honor, Ms. Kunish may not be aware, but the court did direct back in October to obtain VRA for modification of bond. So it's actually been a month since everyone should have been on notice. Then the court renewed that request to the people, being unaware that your division had requested that they obtain VRA back in October. So technically speaking, VRA should have been accomplished by now in spades.
Well, I mean, it maybe should have been, but if it isn't, the court is hesitant to move forward when the DA is saying that the victim has not been notified, or a victim has not been notified. I understand your
And-
position, Mr. Holtzman.
I would just note, we did notify there was a hearing on bond on October 30th. It's just that they
Right.
weren't then re-notified that there would be another hearing on bond today.
All right. Let me short of the bond issue, Mr. Holtzman, what's your request today?
Your Honor, it's the same that's in our motion. We're requesting a modification of the bond to either a PR or a co-PR bond. We have given assurances to the court in the form of a documentation from the Rally House that Mr. Newman is now secured in inpatient care. So that's the request of defense.
Well, and I mean, independent of the bond, are you requesting another disposition date or?
Yes, we are requesting another disposition date.
All right, let me find. How about January 15th at 11?
If we could go a little further out, Your Honor, I understand the court found Mr. Newman competent. However, I think giving him some more time with intensive treatment is going to be very helpful to our case.
Do the people have?
Yo, if I was Wonder Woman, I would use that truth-telling lasso all of the time. It would constantly be on somebody. Tell the truth.
Do the people have an objection to going out further than that, given he is in patient mental health treatment?
No, Your Honor.
How about January 27th?
We can accept that, Your Honor. What time?
How about 11:30?
That will work. Are we permitted to appear by WebEx?
If he's still in treatment, yes.
Okay.
All right, couple things. Let's set it at 11:30, January 27th. I'm going to set for possible disposition and review of bond. I'm not going to move forward with a review of bond today with the people's record that they are not VRA compliant, regardless of whether they should or shouldn't have been. I just am very hesitant to do that. We will address bond on the next date. If Mr. Newman is in inpatient treatment, he may appear via WebEx at that date and time. Based on that, anything else, Mr. Holtzman?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Mr. Newman, you can log off now.
Attorney Barton, have you had any contact with Mr. Melikar? I don't know if I'm not sure where he is. He should be here.
I believe he's in CMHIP.
Well, the report I got was that he was engaging in treatment at CMHIP, so my thought would be he would be there, not, but he is on the transport list. All right, we've got some emails flying around. We'll recall his case here in a bit.
Yeah, let me contact with Tracy, make
Okay.
contact with Tracy Lowry too.
All right. Gerardo Flores Romero.
Good morning, Your Honor. Colin Curran, Sheehan, 54015 on behalf of Mr. Flores Romero.
Good morning. Bear with me 1 second.
No worries.
All right, yep, 25 CR 1516. Defendant appears on bond with counsel. What's the status today?
Your Honor, ultimately, we are asking to set over. We did get an offer. We have complied with the DNA, so that was submitted per the court's order. We're just asking so Mr. Wills and I could maybe see if there's a potential resolution.
That makes sense. About January 22nd at 11:30.
Yeah, that works. We can accept, Your Honor.
All right. right, does that work for the people?
January 22nd, Your Honor?
Yep.
Yes, Your Honor.
At
That'll work.
11:30. January 22nd at 11:30. Mr. Flores Romero, that is when you're due back in court. I'll see you at that date and time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. That brings me to, yeah, Mr. Watson is here. Nicholas Holder is here. All right. 25 CR 880, 25 CR 1547. Nicholas Holder, who appears on WebEx, and I have Mr. Watson. Couple questions. One is, what happened with 25 CR 1547? Mr. Watson, what's the status today?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Holder, that is a case. It's a fugitive from justice case out of Wyoming. Mr. Holder turned himself into Wyoming, got a bond in that case. I did email that to Ms. Coonage, and she has recently filed a motion to dismiss the fugitive from justice case. That will be handled. I mean, depending on how the court rules, of course, but it sounds like we've got that case taken care of. We're leaving the remaining case being 25 CR 880.
All right. So what's the status? The court will grant the motion to dismiss in 25 CR 1547. What's the status in the other case?
Thank you, Your Honor. I was just appointed, I think, 2 weeks ago. I'm still awaiting an offer from the people on that case, as well as needing some time to go over discovery with Mr. Holder. I'd ask for a 4 to 6 week set over in order to go over discovery with Mr. Holder and then the people to get an offer out.
All right. Is that okay with the people?
Yes, Your Honor, I would note, and I'll resend it to Mr. Watson, but an offer was sent in October.
All right. Yes, go ahead and, well, he only entered last date, so I'm not sure he would have received that, but let's go ahead and set the matter. How about January 13th at 11?
January 13th at 11 works for me, Your Honor. Thank you very much. If it works for Mr. Holder.
Mr. Holder, does that work for you? Yeah, he's shook his head yes, but I didn't hear. I think he's still muted.
Yes, Your Honor. My apologies.
All right.
And
Mr.
one
Watson.
request, Your Honor, one request, I apologize. Mr. Holder does live out of state. We'd request for a WebEx appearance, assuming that there's no plea. And does this court have any issue with any sort of plea taken over WebEx if there's signed paperwork filed with the 5 and 11?
Unless there's incarceration that needs to be ordered, generally I'm okay with that. But at this point, he lives in Wyoming. Is there any objection to him appearing via WebEx from the people?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Yeah, for the next court date, Mr. Holder, you can be on WebEx.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else?
Not for much, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. All right. Emily Katsianis, 24 CR 1055, 21 CR 1392.
She's working on logging into WebEx.
Okay. Okay. Let me call Mr. Melikar's cases, 25 CR 46, 24 CR 5272. We just got information that he is in treatment in Fort Logan.
Oh, okay, Fort Logan.
So, we were correct that he is doing treatment. Just wanted me to set this over for review in early January.
Divergent
that's
books
fine.
were way better than the movie. I don't suggest the movie.
January
I suggest
13
the
at 10
books.
o'clock. Does that work for y'all? January 13th at 10. The court is not finding a failure to appear today. January 13th at 10. I'll set that for review with appearances, possible disposition, that kind of thing. And then Ms. Katsianis is attempting to log on. Richard Reyna. 25 CR 1067.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Reyna appears.
That's right, 6-year-olds. This is
Mr.
now
Reyna, I
kindergarten.
think we were waiting for a tox report that was possibly going to be back to y'all on November 9th. So, Ms. Kunish, what's the status?
Yes, Your Honor, it does look like Mr. Reyna and Misty Domenico have spoken generally about the.
I don't know how many people were here, but I started this stream today giving advice that 6-year-olds need to know. Really, really need to know. No, do not put something sharp and pointy in your eye.
A case and the possible penalties of that. We are still waiting on those blood results, so a firm offer has not been made. It looks like Mr. Reyna had some confusion about how to get the discovery that does exist, so I'm just asking that he go to the second floor today and get that discovery from my office. The one thing is they did speak about potentially a DUI.
Sandra. That 6-year-old's not gonna fall back to sleep. They don't ever fall back to sleep, ever. And you try to get them sleepy, and then you get sleepy, but they're not. They never will be.
Court offer, and so Mr. Domenico had said that if he'd like to get screened for that, we would not be opposed to that, but we don't have blood results yet, and so that's where we're at.
We still don't have that result.
Of course I'm interested, Josh. I am definitely interested. When you say listen to some Utah court, are you saying that that's one of the audio-only courts? I can get a ton of audio-only courts, but I don't think it would be. I don't know if people will watch it.
Your Honor, I did receive that this morning at 9:04 a.m. So those are in. I'm gonna go get that and the discovery, and then also decide on whether I'm gonna seek counsel and proceed. However, I need.
Well, you already said you were going without an attorney, so at this point, your case is 122 days old. So
Correct.
I mean, I understand you've been waiting for a tox report, but what I'll do is I'll set you over for January 13th at 10. January 13th at 10 for possible disposition. If there's not an agreement, we'll likely set for an arraignment at that time, okay?
Okay.
All right, does that work for y'all? All right.
Yes.
Head downstairs, get whatever discovery you need. Your bond's returnable January 13th at 10 a.m.
Okay, thank
Right.
you.
I do have Ms. Katsianis that just logged in. Ms. Katsianis?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can.
Awesome.
I can't see you though.
I'm just dealing with a fussy baby.
All right, there you are. All right, 24 CR 1055, 21 CR 1392. Emily Katsianis appears on WebEx with permission to the court if she is in inpatient treatment or living with her mother. Attorney Barton, what's the status?
She is living with her mother. She gave birth last week.
Okay.
She is going to intensive outpatient
Okay.
treatment through Summit Stone. So that's 9 hours a week. There's also an addiction counselor on board, so that's one-on-ones once a week. There's a lot of treatment on board right now with her living with her mother.
Okay.
I am going to. I've kind of told her to focus on her baby right now, and at least until she gave birth. So now I think we can probably start working on gathering some documentation of these things. So I just asked for a court date in January to give her a little bit more time, and then I'll start working on releases of information and stuff.
Okay. the people.
I
I
agree,
I
Bobby.
actually have letters that I got. I was planning on being there in person today, but I got the time wrong. I thought it was at 11. And so I have a bunch of letters and documentation from all of my like therapists and my like group facilitators and stuff. Um I can email them to Haley. I was just gonna have them printed off for you.
Well,
But I
I'm fine with you right now. Just make sure you get that
okay,
stuff to your attorney, okay?
sounds good.
All right. What if we set this over to January 13th at 11? Would that work for y'all?
That's fine.
Does that work for the people?
Yes, Your Honor.
Um, January 13th at 11. Ms. Katsianis, that's when you're due back in court, okay?
Great.
All right.
Can we also discuss the UAs? It's every other day right now, and I know that my lawyer was, I mean, not my lawyer, my PO was had requested that it be lessened because of funding.
I have not seen that request. Attorney Barton.
Yeah, so that is something that I talked with Emily about a while ago. So I'm just following up on my notes. I think I told her at that time that we should get some more time under our belt as
Well, and
far
we're
as,
dealing with two different issues. I mean, that's not really a bond condition. That's a probation condition.
well, that is a pretrial. So the court ordered on September 2nd.
Right.
I think that it was a
Okay.
condition of you letting me out of jail. Like
It
you had wanted
was.
me to do daily
It
UAs, and
was.
then you moved it to every other day.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that would move to every other day on the 23rd. So I would just ask for, I don't know what the typical pretrial language is now. But I mean, we now have over 2 months of, I mean, there's no
Every other day UAs for 2 months. Wow, and how expensive that was.
on non-compliance reports. That's pretty impressive for every day and then every other day UAs.
So what's the specific request?
Yeah, I mean, I assume that when you just order UAs as
It's usually
ordered,
random.
yeah, just random UAs as ordered by pretrial.
And I would say, Your Honor, Ms. Hicks, the probation officer, also reached out to me in October, and I apologize, this kind of slipped my mind, but I thought that a motion would have been filed. Their probation is asking that she be required to do once a week with a 30% chance of another one as a fund. I don't know if that's part of the random, but that was the
I've
language
never
they gave
heard
me.
that language. One a week with a 30% chance of another
Yeah.
UA.
And I
What the heck? How did 1 UA a week, which is good, and a 30% chance of having to go ahead and take another one?
don't know if that's just something that probation uses regularly, but she basically told me that she's doing very well and probation is trying to help her pay for these UAs, so it's getting very expensive for probation.
Tell me that language again.
She said, would you be okay with modifying this to once a week with a 30% chance of another one?
Sure. We'll modify it to one a week with a 30% chance of another one.
Yes.
I've heard that before.
I've
Ms.
not.
Katsianis, here's the deal. You've been doing very well. I've asked you to do some things. I think you've done a really good job of doing those things. I'm happy that you've had your baby. You're home with your baby, so that sounds good. And your baby's healthy?
Yeah, baby's healthy.
All right, that's wonderful. That's the most important thing. So, not only that, I'm sure it's a cute baby.
Yeah, he is. It was an emergency C-section, so it was really a chaotic birth, but it ended really well. He's healthy, 10 fingers, 10 toes. He's doing really well.
Great. And I'm sure you're probably tired.
Yeah.
Those are all good things, actually. All right, we'll go to 1 UA a week with a 30% chance of another UA, whatever that language actually means. I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, I think you've done well, and I'm gonna acknowledge that and give you that leeway. You have your next date, January 13th at 11. Ms. Katsianis, this is not an order of the court, but focus on that baby, focus on you, make sure you're healthy, make sure the baby's healthy, and I will see you in January.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right.
All right, bye.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm happy to send it. Yeah. I think it might. He just gets really stressed out. Yeah. You said Miller, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll send him that.
Mr. Percival, you ready on Mr. Albert?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, y'all hang on one second. All right, Brady Albert, 25 CR 1043. Mr. Albert appears with Mr. Percival. Always looking good when you come in here.
I appreciate that.
Little
I try to dress up for you.
little three-piece look you got going on. I understand you got on jeans. That's all right. I'll overlook that. But
You can't see me.
Trinidaddy.
all right, Mr.
Is
Albert,
that
this says you would
Trinidaddy?
plead guilty
No.
to count one, vehicular eluding a class 5 felony. It is an open sentence to probation. Oh, so it's just open. The terms and conditions are open to the court. The length of time is open, but it's a stipulation to probation.
Correct.
Is that how you'd like to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now you understand that the possible penalties are Department of Correction sentence from 1 to 3 years, mandatory parole of 2 years, and a
Kelly,
fine of
thank
$1,000 to
you.
$100,000. That's not the agreement. Those are possible penalties, though. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So if I accept this agreement and sentence you to probation and you comply with probation, you don't have to worry about that. But if you don't comply with probation, then you can face sentencing in that range. You understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any questions for me about that?
No.
All right. Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would affect your ability to understand what you're doing today?
No, Your Honor.
Have you had sufficient time and opportunity to consult with your attorney about the case, the offer, and the rights that you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
You went through this section that has all the check boxes on it. Do you understand all your rights?
Yes, yes,
Do you
Your Honor.
understand the rights that you're waiving?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You are a U.S. citizen, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you understand that one of the rights you have is the right to a jury trial where the district attorney would have to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand you're waiving your right to a trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, it could be a trial to the court too, just nobody ever asked for that, but you understand you're waiving your right to a trial.
Yes.
Also, if you have a trial, you have a right to appeal things that happen during the trial up to and including a possible conviction. You understand you're waiving your right to appeal as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Has anybody made any promises to you other than what's in this agreement in order to get you to
Thank
enter
you,
a plea
Monica.
today?
Thank you.
No, sir.
Has anyone threatened you or forced you to enter into this agreement?
No, Your Honor.
All right, now the agreement calls for you to do a pre-sentence investigation report. So the court would take your plea today, set the matter over 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. You do the PSI, come back, and we would have a sentencing on that date. You understand that's how that would work?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you'd be on pretrial services until that date. You understand that as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anybody threatened you or forced you to enter into this agreement?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and this is your signature back here under your attorney's scribble?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, sir, then as to count one, vehicular eluding a class 5 felony, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Percival, is there a factual basis for that plea?
We would waive, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept the waiver of a factual basis. Find the plea is made knowingly and voluntarily, is not the result of undue influence or coercion. Further, find the defendant has been advised of his rights. He understands the rights he is waiving for the benefit of the agreement. He has been aided by able and competent counsel. Will order a pre-sentence investigation report. Mr. Albert, you do need to make sure you make that appointment and do what you need to do because there's a provision that, well, there's usually a provision that if you do not make the PSI, it could be an open sentence. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
With the holiday weeks, I'm gonna go out to January 15th at 9:30 if that works for y'all.
I'm going to be in municipal court in Ludlow that morning.
How about January 13th at 10 a.m.?
That would work for me. Yes, yes.
January 13th, 10 a.m. for a sentencing. Mr. Albert, I'll see you at that date and time. Ms. Percifield, I do have this for him to come to take over to probation. And then you will remain on your PR bond until that date and time. So again, January 13th at 10 a.m. I'll see y'all then.
Thanks, Judge. Okay, thank you.
Venus, I ordered coffee 1 hour and 5 minutes ago exactly, and it's still not here. I bet it's ice cold. I mean, I'm still gonna drink it.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a brief break and come back about 5-10 minutes.
All rise.
All right, that worked.
Okay. This one says.
Miss Hewitt, you ready with Tatiana Amundsen?
Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe we're ready.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. I have 25 CR 1211, 24 CR
Monica is queen.
1048. Defendant appears on WebEx with permission of the court. Ms. Hewitt, what's the status today?
Yeah, Your Honor, I've had a chance to meet with Miss Amazon. I believe that we're very close to having a plea deal. I just need a little bit more time with regards to that. So we would just ask for a court to be set out maybe after the holidays, after the Thanksgiving holiday.
All right. Does that work for the people?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, about the best I can do is going to be either November 20th early or
And I would note, Your Honor, these are Miss Butler's cases, and she is in a multi-week murder trial right now, so the 20th would not work for the people.
I have December 30th at 9.
I possibly could be out of town that day, out of the state. I'm
That
still
brings
working
you
on
I
some
won't
plans.
be here. We're doing a college visit with my daughter to Oklahoma that week, so I won't actually be here that last week of December, beginning of January.
How about January 13th?
That's fine.
How about 11 a.m.?
That's fine. Judge,
That's good.
the offer is contemplating probably having some, referrals done specifically to community corrections. So would the court be willing to allow her to do the plea via WebEx and then have her be there in person for sentencing, or does the court want both?
Do the people have an objection to her entering a plea over WebEx if we're not going to immediate sentencing?
Your Honor, because I don't know a lot about this case, this is Miss Butler's case, can I just have her file an objection if she does have an objection?
That'll be fine.
Okay. And that she is in that trial, and so I would just ask for like an early December date for that.
All right. Yeah, as a general rule, I'm okay with that unless there's a reason not to be. And right now, I don't know what that would be. So If,
And I've been talking to Miss Butler. I don't think that she'll object to that, but I'm absolutely okay with having a time to do that.
unless I get an objection from Ms. Butler and I grant her request, which I would allow WebEx.
Okay.
And I mean, just 2 weeks. All right.
Okay, that
Anything
works fine. I'm
else?
sorry, I forgot to write down the time. What was the time of the
11.
11? Okay. Perfect, thank you.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
What'd you say? Corbin Venegas, 24 CR 1347. Mr. Venegas appears with Mr. Percifield also on 24 CR 915. What's going on?
We're waiting for, I have the buddings of the plea agreement. I was hoping we'd have paperwork this morning. We don't. And so we're going to set it out to December 30th at 9. That'll give me some more time to work on the DA. So
December 30th at 9. Mr. Venegas, I'll see you then. All right.
good to see you.
And Isaiah Gonzalez.
He drove to Loveland for some reason. He's on his way here. We also have the agreement. We have the paperwork. I still need to review it with him.
All right. Yeah,
So-
just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, thank you.
I'll pass it.
Okay, thank you.
That's kind of funny. That actually happens more than you'd think.
Yeah.
Or people in municipal court wind up over here a lot.
I mean, he has in his defense, he has a revocation going there, but that's about the only thing I can say because it was pretty clear that it was this case we were dealing with today. So,
That's fair.
but he should be here shortly.
All right. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready.
Thank you.
Come on, Judge, call someone. I'm going to skip ahead 2 minutes. Oh, we lost the judge. Linus, you got medal! Thank you, Linus. Yay! Your one shots are just on point. I don't know how you do it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh my gosh, my coffee's nearby, guys. I gotta get a case on so I can go get my coffee.
75 days. He has been in custody since August 31st.
Good
Would
enough.
it be in both cases?
Let's actually, so the newer case. 14. The newer case would be like September, so
Like I was never released.
60
I
days.
caught that case while I was in jail, but
Wait, say that again.
I was never released. I caught that charge while I was in county jail.
You've been in the whole time.
Yeah, since the 31st
He's
of
been in
August.
since the 31st, but that case did not technically exist until the 14th of September. So I can recalculate like how long that would have been. Till today.
75 days seems pretty close.
Yeah, 61, but I think that's the one that's with just closing with jail concurrent. So that's a shorter sentence anyway.
61.
Yeah.
All right. So in 25 CR 5230, you have 75 days, and 25 CR 1440, you have 61.
I think so, yeah.
Seems
Right
right.
for me.
All right, Mr. Bucka, anything from the people?
No, Judge, the only thing that I saw in my notes that I need to clarify is, I believe one of the cases is being dismissed today. You would need us to file a motion for that, Judge?
25 CR 839.
I'll have that filed today, Judge.
Actually, might be in there. There is an order in there. But it was, might be in Judge Ellison's inbox, but there's one in the file.
So I don't,
You don't need to file.
okay, great, Judge, thank you.
Ms. Taylor,
Thank you. I do think this is an appropriate agreement. Mr. McClellan Schmidt, will benefit from the higher level of structure and supervision that's offered to him in, community corrections. He's been, doing pretty well as it is in the detention center. He did bring his certificate that, just yesterday, actually, he completed his, fentanyl education class through the Behavioral Health Administration successfully. So he's taking steps in the positive direction and just again, in reading through the facts of the initial case 25 CR 5230, definitely some issues. I mean, we had a conflict. There was a co-defendant, and I don't think all the culpability falls on him for that. But ultimately he wants and he's repeatedly said that he wants to take a new path, get sober, get treatment, get the help that he needs, and start on a more positive trajectory from here on out.
that's what I would like you to do. Mr. McClellan Schmidt, when you're
Getting
being
too
sentenced by
old.
the court, you have a right to make a statement, but you're not required to make a statement. Is there anything you'd like me to know?
That's my plan. I'm just getting too old to keep doing this. I need to make a change so I can still have a good life while I got a life, you know? Before I catch a life sentence or something. So yeah,
How old are you? 30?
38.
38?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's gotta be getting old, huh?
yeah.
All right. So here's the deal. I think it's an appropriate resolution. I'll send it to you to 2 years, ComCore and 25 CR 5230. You get 75 days of credit. 25 CR 1440, 221 days of jail concurrent and congruent with 25 CR 5230. You get 61 days of credit. The other case will be dismissed. You'll be remanded to serve that sentence and held until they got a bed for you in ComCore. So, I mean, there's a lot of, you know, things you can take advantage of in ComCore to try to, you know, get your life together. And I hope you do that. So good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Good luck, Mr. McClellan Schmidt.
Thank you. For
Oh,
district
yes.
attorney's office for when I go to get my property from evidence over there at the sheriff's office.
Yeah. Good thing you reminded me. Just write it down.
Do they have to call you personally when I go to pick up my stuff from evidence over there, or?
They'll likely send me an email just confirming potentially if they need to. I mean, if they check to see the case is disposal, they may just do it.
Okay.
But worst case scenario, they'll email me to just clarifying this is subject to release, and I just reply back.
All right, thank you.
That's the main line, and that's his name, just so you know who.
Cool.
All right, Zag and
Thank you, guys.
Gonzalez.
Thank you, Robert.
All right, good luck to you, sir. All right, Mr. Gonzalez appears on bond with Mr. Martarola. I've got a plea agreement here that says you plead to count 2, unlawful possession of a controlled substance, a class 1 drug misdemeanor. You do 18 months of supervised probation. You pay a $1,000 drug offender surcharge. Complete a substance abuse eval and treatment. No alcohol, no controlled substances without a legitimate prescription. You would not possess, cultivate, or consume recreational marijuana. You'd participate in random substance abuse testing, perform 36 hours of useful public service, and you would remain law-abiding. Is that how you'd like to proceed?
Yes.
All right. All right, are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would affect your ability to understand what you're doing today?
No, Your Honor.
Have you had sufficient time and opportunity to talk to your attorney about the case, the offer, and the rights that you have?
Yes.
All right. You understand that you're pleading to a class 1 drug misdemeanor. This isn't the agreement, but the possible penalties are up to 2 years of probation for a first or second offense, up to 180 days of jail, for a third or subsequent offense, up to 364 days of jail. Fine of up to $1,000, 24 hours of useful public service, and a drug offender surcharge of $1,000. You understand those possible penalties?
Yes.
All right. There's a section here that goes through your rights, as all the check boxes. You go through that?
Yes, I did.
All right. Do you understand all the rights that you have?
Yes.
Do you understand all the rights that you're waiving?
Yes, I do.
You understand you're waiving your right to a trial today and your right to appeal as well?
Yes.
All right. Has anybody made any promises to you other than what's in this agreement to get you to enter a plea today?
No, sir.
Has anyone threatened you or forced you to enter into this agreement?
No.
All right. Then as to count 2, unlawful possession of a controlled substance, a class 1 drug misdemeanor, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. Is there a factual basis for that plea?
We'd waive a factual basis, Your Honor.
Court will
I
accept
see
the
you,
waiver of a
Maria.
factual basis. The
Hi,
court finds the plea today is made
Maria.
knowingly and
I see
voluntarily, is not the result of
you.
undue influence or coercion on anyone's part. Further find the defendant has been advised of his rights and understands the rights he is waiving for the benefit of the agreement, and he has been aided by able and competent counsel. As to sentencing, anything from the people?
No, Your Honor, I just asked you to accept the agreement.
Okay. Anything from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, we'd ask you to accept the agreement. This, essentially, Mr. Gonzalez had a deferred sentence in a misdemeanor case and reported to work release. Did not realize he had a medical marijuana card for a considerable amount of time. He had a TBI in 2017 and has had one since then. Did not realize there was a very small piece of like a nugget of marijuana in his bag. There was nothing else in there, but it was found on his entry into work release. That prompted them to search his car. There's then other
Hi,
items
Lacey.
found in his vehicle. Once again, did not know they were there. After the fact, found out someone left them in his car. We did provide some documentation to the people that supported that position. However, at the end of the day, that individual was unwilling to come forward. Mr. Gonzalez understands that he signed, everyone signs who goes to work release signs something that's like, hey, we're going to search your stuff. He understands that it all falls on him and knows why he's here. We also provided, he's had fully clean UAs for over a month now. Moving off of medical marijuana was difficult for him because I think it was a very regular part of his life, but he's in a much better position today. This gets rid of the felony. He understands that he does have some culpability here, and I think this is a good way to address it all.
All right. Mr. Gonzalez, you have a right to make a statement, but you're not required to.
I'm just waiting for Mel to get here. I need to know if she said yes. I need to know.
Is there anything you'd like me to know today?
No, sir.
All right. I think it's an appropriate resolution. The court will enter sentence in accordance with it. It'd be 18 months of supervised probation. You got the $1,000 drug offender surcharge, substance abuse eval and treatment, no alcohol, no controlled substances without a legitimate prescription, no recreational marijuana, participate in random substance testing, 36 hours of useful public service, and remain law abiding. Do you have the paperwork for him to go to probation? Okay, probably knows where it is, but it's good. Yeah, thank you. All right, anything else on this case? Did you want to tell?
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
I think I have Miss Cotton on WebEx.
Dr. Cotton? Only a few of you will understand that.
'25 CR 1452, Ashley Cotton. Miss Cotton, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Miss Cotton appears on WebEx.
Thank you, Monica.
Counsel, what's the status today?
Thanks. I have met with Miss Cotton several times at the jail. We've gone over a lot of the discovery in person. We're not at the point of knowing which direction we're gonna go at this point, so we're asking to set out, at least up, through December or January.
How about January 15th at 11?
I'm in a training in Brighton on the 15th.
I thought you were out the 13th, but you're out the 15th as well.
It's like a 4-day intense training.
January 20th at 9.
That works.
All right, January 20th at 9 for a possible disposition. All right, Ms. Cotton, I will see you then.
Thank you.
See, now Victoria would have had 7 more people in front of him by now. She knows how to run a courtroom. Even in her old age. She just had a birthday. Dr. Cotton should go to jail for wasting all of our time. Actually, it wasn't her fault, was it? Alright, I'm gonna bump it ahead just a little bit.
Shea deal 20 CR 1779, 20 CR 1473. Cases come on for sentencing.
Sherry, take one for the team. Come on. Absolutely. Sorry, that was
Do we have a
Sandra.
Comcore
Yes, Sandra.
screen?
I'm not sure that we do.
See one.
Yeah, we got the PSI and it recommends ComCorp, but I spoke to Mr. Deal. Yeah, we don't have anything. I was sure that by now we would, but we don't seem to.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been approved for Comcore or not.
Usually there's a memo. Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
All right, why don't we do this? Why don't you just have a seat right over here? We just shot an email over to Comcore to see if what the situation is, and I'll recall your case here in just a minute. Might take about 5 minutes and we'll come back.
Well.
Really is gonna be a big deal either
Fair
way
enough.
because they're arguing for ComCorp, but I'm looking at the plea paperwork and I don't see that it was contained anywhere in there that it would become open sentencing if there was a failure to appear for sentencing. And Ms. Kunish is correct that he did complete, I believe it was a 4-month inpatient program in Aurora called Pathfinders. He did graduate. My calculations on the credit would be in 20 CR 1779, 78 days, and then 20 CR 1473, 79 days. And after multiple conversations with Mr. Deal, he really, really wants to go to ComCourt. That's what he wants. That's what he's always wanted. That's where he thinks he could succeed and do well. So I think we're all on the same page that ComCourt would be a good outcome for him.
Does he have more than 75 days in 20T 1690? And we didn't call that case technically. It's not on our docket, but is everybody requesting that I do that? It's.
Oh, and I apologize, Your Honor. It looks like he may have been sentenced already in that case in the county court.
Okay.
Courtroom.
All right, just making sure.
Yes. Excellent.
All right, so he's serving that sentence. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, Mr. Deal, when you're being sentenced by the court, you have a right to make a statement. Is there anything you'd like me to know?
Just, I'm sorry for everything that I've done, and I'm ready to, get the sentence going and get on with the rest of my life.
All right. I guess my concern with the sentence is just this concept that, he sort of was in the wind for a long time. I don't think that's enough of a concern for me to not sentence him to ComCore. Interestingly, the revocation paperwork usually does not have language about it being an open sentence if somebody does not go to a PSI or ComCore screening. Generally.
And I have since updated that.
I don't think it was in this paperwork.
Yes.
It's usually not, but if it is now, that's a different issue. I do think a ComCore sentence is still appropriate, Mr. Deal. I do think, in looking at your, my biggest concern is that you were just sort of failed to come to a sentencing and then just were out roaming around for the better part of a year. That's my biggest concern. It's not your criminal history. It's not your ability to do anything. It's just sort of that, but you're here now. And I will send you to 2 years in community corrections in 20 CR 1779. In that case, you will receive 78 days of credit. In 20 CR 1473, I'm going to sentence you to 200 days of jail. You'll receive 79 days of credit in that case. I will, or flip that actually, it's 78 days in that case and 79 days. So 79 in 1473 and 78 in 1779. Those will run concurrent and congruent with each other. To the extent you're serving the sentence in 20T 1690, I will make the sentences concurrent with that case as well. I'm not intending that you serve more time. And you'll be remanded to serve that sentence. And you'll be held in the jail until bed space is available. Mr. Deal, you got work to do, but you can do it. You can get out of ComCore and be good. You just got to do it.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, good luck to you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good luck. Do you have any questions?
I do not.
Okay.
Thank you.
16th date, but the co-defendant is set for arraignment.
Yeah, I messed
That's
up that one, didn't I? I'll fix it. I'm not gonna fix it today. I'm just not. I just worked a double yesterday and I'm just trying to get through today. I'm gonna fix that tomorrow. Oh, congratulations, Martha. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's weird.
I didn't know it would be 15 either. That's crazy. On, I just saw them. If I bump it ahead, I'm gonna miss a whole bunch. But we just saw her stand up, so she's coming. It's just taking a while. See the slider to fast forward.
All right, you ready on Marky Stanton?
Like it doesn't tell you exactly where you are. All right. So right now it says that I'm at 2 hours and 25 minutes into this stream, this video, but it's off by could be off by 5 or 6 minutes. So if I try to bump it ahead 2 minutes, I don't know where that could possibly be. I can try to guess, but that's why it's so hard to fast forward these.
We'll go on the record. All right, this is 25 CR 1184, Marky Stanton.
I
appears in
not only
custody
did
with
it,
Mr. Bertrand.
but I played it over and over and over again in a whole bunch of streams afterwards when we did Michael McDonald. Remember? We did Michael McDonald. Actually, it was security who kept saying, play that short. Play that short. I'll find it.
Like the co-defendant, we were kind of waiting to see if the feds were going to take it. Now,
Yes, we're, honestly, this is collateral damage for Congress's inability to communicate and cooperate. So we've been sitting on our hands with largely nothing we can do until that happens. I've spoken to the prosecution. We're in agreement. We'd like to think that they can get something done before the January 16th date, but the co-defendant is set for arraignment on that date. So we'd be asking for the same request.
okay. Well, I think I set them on the 15th or the 13th.
I think
It was 13.
13th.
13th. How about we set this on the 13th at 10 o'clock?
One moment. I'm certain at 10 o'clock would be fine.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Set it for an arraignment. I'll see y'all then.
And if we have any information to make a bond argument prior to that, we will notify the court via motion.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just basically next moves.
13th of 10 Asian. All right, we'll be back at 11:30.
I think it was before June, right? Probably. Listen, guys, I'm looking for a short real quick. So, it's a good one. It's worth the wait. It's just, I have hundreds of shorts, but it's okay. I'm gonna find it. You know what? The second I find it, I'm renaming the title to Michael McDonald Short, because I don't care if anybody else watches it now. I want to be able to find it every time I want it. That's not it. I thought was it after Victoria's birthday last year or before Victoria's birthday last year? I did a lot of Judge Fleischer's. Oh my goodness. Where is that? Oh, I think there's more. All right, I'm going to try to fast forward it to more while I look for this Michael McDonald. Oh, look.
Position.
There we go.
All right, I will see y'all then.
Thank you, Judge.
And Mr. Harwich, you got Ms. Mowers?
Your Honor, Ms. Mowers is not in the courtroom. However, I do believe Ms. Mowers is on her way. I cannot say, I cannot give a good approximation though,
All right. Well,
but I have nowhere else to be. So
all right. It's 11:30. I'll give her till 11:50, which is about another 10, 12 minutes.
thank
See
you.
where we are. All right. I'll come back at 11:50.
That sucked. I didn't have time. That was rude. Judge, get to work. All right, I'm going to rewind it a little bit.
Let's do.
Oh, a little bit more. Okay, this is going to give
right.
me some time. See that?
It's 11:30. I'll give her till 11:50, which is about another 10, 12 minutes.
Thank
See
you.
where we are. All right. I'll come back at 11:50. I have 24 CR 758. Ms. Mowers appears on bond with Mr. Harwich. Mr. Harwich, what is the status today?
Your Honor, we do not have a disposition reached, so we will request jury trial settings for each of these two cases. I can tell the court for case management purposes, 24 CR 758, we do anticipate needing to prepare and file substance of motions and setting a motions hearing in that case. The other case, we don't anticipate there being any motions needing to be filed. I think it would be okay to double stack these, depending on the views of the people. I believe that 24 CR 758 would likely need to go to a jury trial. However, I believe the other case, the 985 case, there's a good chance that doesn't need to go to a jury trial. So I think for judicial economy, these could be reasonably double stacked.
Well, do you want to set 24 CR 758 and trail 24 CR 985?
I think so, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Mowers, what that means is we'd proceed to trial on the one case. On the other case, we would just set it for possible disposition status to trail that case.
Okay.
The idea being that if you were convicted in that case or acquitted in that case, it clarifies what would happen in your other case to some extent. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. You okay with doing it that way?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Had to print setting sheets.
Oh.
How many days do the people need to try 24 CR 758?
I think, 3. Sorry, I think 3 days should be sufficient, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Harwich, does that sound right?
It does, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Kunish, will you be trying this one?
Miss DiDomenico will be the first chair, Your Honor. I'm sure there'll be a second person as well, but
Mr. Harwich, you are requesting a jury trial, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then I think when I look at this, speedy trial would be May 16th of 2026. Does that sound right to y'all?
That sounds correct.
What did I say? May 13th.
yes, that was my,
May 13th of 2026. Does that sound right to y'all?
yes.
That's just the jury trial. All right, I'm gonna work backwards. So Ms. Mowers, what I'm gonna do is clear a bunch of dates that I'm gonna come back and advise you and ask you how you plead, okay?
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
And ask you how you plead. So you're gonna plead not guilty to those. I need to tell you what the charges are, what the possible penalties are, and that kind of thing. But we're gonna go through a whole bunch of dates here first.
Okay.
March 30th through April 1st.
Defense can accept those dates.
Does that work for the people?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did I write those down?
Yes, March 30th, April 1st, trial date. So next we're setting a pretrial conference date and a motion. All right, let's do a pretrial conference on March 24th at 2.
Defense can accept that date.
All right, does that work for y'all?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, motions hearing is needed. That's kind of far out. Let's go past.
And Your Honor, I also believe that we will be filing at least one motion, so I would ask for 90 minutes.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
What if we did motions due by December 12th? And then I'm gonna go a little bit further out for responses just due to the responses by January 9th. Does that work for y'all?
Shut up, Judge. Shut up, 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 Judge. I found it. I have to just get the euro out. Nope. I don't have to do that. I know, none of those words made sense. That's it. Now my OJ's not going to be scaled right, but that's fine. This is worth it. I want to try to make this as big as I can. Never mind. It just doesn't give me a lot of space to move around in this stupid software program. I need like 4 monitors. I really do. I want it to be perfect for you guys. I don't want to just... Okay. All right. That looks good, right? I don't want to press play until it looks good. I think it looks good. I'm going to move you over here. Don't break anything. I'm going to unmute it. Y'all know who Michael McDonald is, right? We did play his trial here. I have zero interest of seeing it again. But he is the worst of... Is he the worst of the worst, or is Mr. Kelly the worst of the worst? I don't know. Okay. We have Mr. Kelly. Here. It's ours. You know, I think I gave 1 hearing or maybe 2 hearings of that to Law Talk with Mike to play, but we have seen all there is to see, because I'm the only one who gets it. Michael McDonald, the whole world has, because it's on Our Nevada Judges, I think, who is excellent. Our Nevada Judges is an excellent channel. 2 thumbs way up. I can't say enough about him. So, we have Michael McDonald. What happened? I think they're equal. I guess if I had to give it to one of them, it would be Michael McDonald. As much as I want mine to be worse. No, I want the worst crazy person. Anyway. Here we go. I hope you all are ready. I'm going to press play. It's a short, so it's short. So you either... I'll play it twice.
Just relax. Deep breath. Mike, take a deep breath. Just relax. Deep breath. Mike, take a deep breath.
I got mentally got to see my kids. Come on. I've done nothing.
Mike,
Just take it
calm
backwards.
down. Dude, take a deep breath,
Guys, I really come get chill because I miss my kids. Assistance in 15 charges. 15 charges. Stop, come on, please, guys. Please, I don't want to.
You got it?
Yes. Let's just hold him. Come on.
Mike, stop fighting with the guys.
I'm gonna taser.
Mike, stop fighting with them.
I'm gonna
They're nothing with cuffs on you. Don't
You
fight with them.
understand? I'm gonna
Don't
tase
fight.
you.
Don't fight with them. With the handcuffs on. Mike, with the fucking handcuffs on. Or I'll put them on myself.
Great, come on.
I'm on your side, Mike. Hold on.
This is ridiculous. There was no order saying I can't send my kids to steal anything.
Mike, just relax. Deep breath. Mike, take a deep breath.
Just relax. Deep breath, Mike. Mike, take a deep breath, Mike. You know, that lawyer should have been handcuffed right along with him, you know. That lawyer was a piece of work, he was. I mean, we don't expect this much drama when there's a lawyer in the room. We expect this much drama when it's either a soft sit or a pro se. But no, Michael McDonald gave us bad lawyers, not just one, and pro se. Look, if you haven't watched the Michael McDonald saga, go watch it from our Nevada judges. It's wonderful. It's a great day. Well, it might take a little bit more than a day, but man, it's really good. That and Daryl Brooks is really good, though I'm not going to watch that again either. Once is just enough. I've been waiting for my Mr. Kelly to come back on, but nothing yet. Judge Crawford is Caulfield, whatever. He's been doing other things. I do have a new judge in Georgia. I don't know if I have it on this computer. I can't tell if we've ever seen him before. No. Darn, I don't have it on this computer. I have to watch it and see if anything happens. But we might have a new judge in Georgia. And it's November 2025, which means we have, months left before Judge Reeves steps down. He's not going to run again this year, which stinks. So I send them messages all the time, that court. I'm like, please bring Judge Reeves back. Please ask Judge Reeves to stream. We miss Judge Reeves. Please have Judge Reeves stream. So far, they have not listened to me in the slightest. But I am going to try to get us some Judge Reeves before he retires, or whatever you do when you don't run again. If not, we got a new judge. He ran into a spot of bother with a little bit of scandaliness. It wasn't nothing. It was overly friendly with female staff, and like he was treating the prosecutors something. He said some words to the prosecutors, or he didn't do anything. He didn't like touch them or anything like that. That's not what happened. There was no big scandal. It was just a spot of bother scandal where he was just overly friendly, and I think there was favoritism and things like that. So they all complained about him, and he got a 90-day suspension. And then he was streaming normally after that, perfectly normally. And then one day, boom, just stopped streaming. But part of his public reprimand or whatever was he wasn't going to run again in 2026. But he's still doing it now, so I want him back on the screen for a little bit. All right, guys, time for OJ. Thank you so much for coming out today. I really, really, really appreciate it. And I shall see you in OJ, or I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.
Well, I thought I'd write a happy song. I found a chat room where I belong. You don't know how much it means to me. With such a groove, I'm less lonely. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright, she's got that grace. Come join the fun, it's a welcome and play. I can count on distraction from my pain, 'cause this creator takes you there and back again. Kathy is the heart here, always in stride. Her work is hard, but her joy she can't hide. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her style is classy, she's always top shelf. Don't take my word, come and see for yourself. Her cases are new with a twist or two. I really like them, I believe you will too. A little lifeline passed along in rhyme. Why don't you join us? It's a guaranteed good time. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright, she's